In 1932, the Australian government went to war, not with a foreign power, not against a rebellion, not even against its own people. They went to war with birds, specifically emus, giant, flightless, awkward-looking birds, and the emus won. It sounds like a joke. It should be a joke, but it's a real historical event. This was a government-approved military operation with real soldiers, real machine guns, real ammunition, fighting a bunch of oversized, overconfident birds. And somehow, the birds outmaneuvered the humans. Let's rewind a bit. It's the early 1930s. World War I has ended, and thousands of Australian soldiers return home. Many are wounded, most are broke, and the government has a brilliant idea. Give these veterans land in Western Australia and turn them into wheat farmers. This is called the Soldier Settlement Scheme. On paper, it's a win-win. In reality, it's a disaster. The land is dry and barely farmable. Wheat prices are collapsing thanks to the Great Depression, and the government keeps promising subsidies, but never actually delivers them. So now imagine this. You're a veteran. You survived the trenches of Europe, and now you're back home, fighting poverty, broken promises, and brutal land. And just when things can't get worse, they do, because that's when the emus arrive. Every year around November, emus migrate westward in massive groups, tens of thousands of them. In 1932, the migration hits harder than ever. An estimated 20,000 to 30,000 emus flood into the farmlands of Western Australia. They stomp through fields, crush fences, and plow through crops. Their size lets them tear through barriers, and their presence invites rabbits, who follow the birds and finish off what little wheat is left. It's like a feathered apocalypse. The farmers try everything: scarecrows, fencing, shouting. Nothing works. The emus keep coming, so the farmers turn to the only power they know. They ask the federal government for help, and in a decision that can only be described as unhinged, the government agrees. They greenlight a full-blown military intervention. The mission is led by Major G.P.W. Meredith of the Royal Australian Artillery. He arrives with 2 Lewis machine guns, 10,000 rounds of ammunition, a small group of soldiers, and zero idea what they're up against. The objective is simple: wipe out the emus, clear the farmland, be home by Christmas. Easy, right? The first engagement happens near the town of Campion. A group of about 50 emus is spotted. The soldiers set up. They open fire. The birds scatter instantly. They're too fast. They're too unpredictable. Only a few are killed. The rest disappear into the bush. Here's the thing nobody considered. Emus are fast. They can run over 30 miles per hour. They don't move in organized flocks. They dart, zigzag, split off. They're like feathery chaos with legs. Every time the soldiers try to corner them, the birds scatter. At one point, Meredith mounts a machine gun to the back of a truck to chase them. The plan fails immediately. The terrain is too rough. The gunner can't aim. The truck can't keep up. The gun jams. 0 birds hit. Total embarrassment. Within the first week, the military fires over 2,500 rounds of ammunition and kills maybe 200 emus. That's 13 bullets per bird. The press catches wind of the operation and goes wild. Newspapers mock the government. Emus outwit diggers. Armies' feathered foes prevail. Emu War ends in humiliation. The public laughs. The government panics. The operation is called off. The emus win round 1. But the farmers are desperate. The emus keep raiding fields. So a few weeks later, the government agrees to try again. This time they split up. They lay ambushes. They take better aim. And they do slightly better. Over a few weeks, they manage to kill around 1,000 birds, but by then, over 20,000 emus remain. And the army? Out of time. Out of patience. Out of dignity. The second phase is shut down. So what finally worked? Not military might, not machine guns, not tactical plans. Money. The government introduces a bounty system. Farmers get paid for each emu they kill. And that actually works. Tens of thousands are culled over the following years. But the damage, politically and publicly, was already done. The Great Emu War became a national embarrassment, a bizarre footnote in world history. Australia remains the only country in history to declare war on birds and lose. The soldiers did everything by the book. The emus didn't read the book. And that is why this story lives on. Thanks for watching. If you're into the weird, the lost, the absurdly true, you're in the right place. This is Curriculum Rejects, where we teach the stuff school forgot. And clearly, Australia did too.